RS-25 engines lit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition. And liftoff. The crew of Artemis II now bound for the moon.
The crew of Artemis II spaceship successfully launched from the Kennedy Space Center yesterday. The team of 4 now on their way to the moon. This marks America's first moon mission in over 50 years. The 10-day mission set to test systems in deep space and potentially pave the way for future moon landings. NASA received a presidential congratulations last night.
Let me begin by congratulating the team at NASA and our brave astronauts on the successful launch of Artemis II. It was quite something. They are on the way, and God bless them. These are brave people. We want to God bless those 4 unbelievable astronauts.
Joining me now is former NASA astronaut Butch Wilmore. Butch, great to have you. Thanks so much for being here. As an astronaut who's been there, what is your reaction to all of this?
Well, this is thrilling. It's been a long time coming. We've been wanting to go back to the moon, the cislunar area, and into the lunar surface for decades to return there. 54 years since we've been there. And now we've started the steps finally. Actually, the steps were begun many years ago as we started developing the capabilities and the rockets and the Orion spacecraft and all of that. But now we're actually seeing it come to fruition as we have launched. We're on our way, and the future is bright.
And Butch, you are a former NASA astronaut, and during a test flight in June of 2024, you and a fellow astronaut, Suni Williams, experienced mechanical failures in your space capsule. This led you both to being stuck in space for nearly 300 days after you docked at the International Space Station. Tell us about your experience on that mission and what you expect is going on in this 10-day period where these 4 astronauts who are traveling right now to the moon are going to be in this very tight, close quarters for 10 days.
Well, I'll start with the first part of the question. Of course, it's a privilege to serve your nation in whatever capacity that you're able to do so. It certainly is a position of an astronaut, especially on a first flight. This is the first flight of the Orion capsule, the Artemis with crewed on board Artemis project. And of course, Starliner was the same. It was the first flight, crewed flight. It was a test flight, just like this one is. And so there is expectations of how things will go. And there's also that you know that you're going to find some things. And that's just the nature of tests. It goes all the way back to the Wright brothers. When they initially started testing the first plane that they flew. So this is no different. It's the evolution as we go forward. So they're going to find some things. We found some things we didn't expect, and we found some things that we didn't expect that actually prevented us from coming back on the spacecraft because there were thruster issues, and we just couldn't wrap ourselves around the idea of or be able to understand exactly everything that caused the problem to ensure that it wouldn't happen again. And that's ultimately why we didn't get back on the spacecraft and return, which it resulted in our 9.5 extra month stay on the space station. But fortunately, the space station was there. We were trained. It was an evolution, obviously, as we worked to get us back, and the processes and the team coming together to make all that happen. It was a national effort there as well, and it all turned out for the best. And that's actually what NASA does. We take difficult situations, understanding that problems can occur, preparing for as much as we can conceive of what problems might be, and continuing forward. And when we encounter those problems, we work through them, and the success. This is a success story overall.
Yeah, it sure is. And the success of the future is also important to note. I spoke with Jared Isaacman, the head of NASA, on Sunday, and he talked to us about the plans ahead, where after this, it will be Artemis III and then Artemis IV, and hopefully we will have our astronauts walking on the moon once again by 2029, beating out China. Here's Jared Isaacman with me on Sunday. Watch this.
We're returning to the moon, and we're going to stay. We're going to build a lunar base. And next up is Artemis II, which is America's moon rocket. It's right behind me. 8.8 million pounds of thrust. We're going to send 4 astronauts around the moon in a matter of weeks, safely back to Earth. And then we're going to set up for missions every year, again in 27 until 28, when we land on the moon. And again, this time to stay.
Your thoughts?
Big challenges for mighty countries. And this is what we do. It is a challenge. To get to the surface of the moon in 2 years is going to be really, really a huge challenge. And it's going to take a lot of companies, individuals passionate about human spaceflight to make it happen, because there's some big hurdles lying ahead. But that's the goal. We've set the standard, and that's what we're marching to. And that's what mighty and powerful nations do.
Yeah, and you know, China is trying to beat us to the punch. I mean, the U.S. has reiterated the importance of space for U.S. military operations. That's why the Department of War says that space is so critical, protecting our systems that are essential for homeland security. We've been covering this extensively on this program. We understand that space is a national security issue, Butch, and I want to get your take on the satellites that we rely on in space to track what Iran is doing, to track the space around Earth so that we can keep the homeland safe.
Yeah, I think you only have to look back at history, Maria. If you think back, 1903, the Wright brothers first flew. 10 years later, we launched from the first aircraft carrier. Well, it wasn't an aircraft carrier, first boat, an airplane. The dominance, the folks back there saw the importance of dominating the airspace even as early as World War I. That progressed up through the subsequent wars. We're dominating the airspace overhead. Wherever the battlefield was vital. Even now, we're using the assets we have in space, satellite communications and other communications, intelligence from space, to help us dominate the airspace over Iran. And that's what you do first. You take out the country's ability to even operate in their own airspace. You dominate that, and then you go from there. That's step number one. And as we continue out, now we're back into cislunar. That's the area between the Earth and the moon. That's the next frontier. And then the lunar surface itself, and it goes beyond. And what we're doing now, remember, this is not for next year or the next year. This is decades out, just like it started way back in the 30s and 40s, thinking about dominating the airspace over the battlefield. We're doing the same thing now, looking decades out of the importance of being that spacefaring nation that is in control of the resources that the moon has, that we're not taking backhoes to the moon, right, in the next couple of years. But those resources will be utilized in the coming decades, and we need to be in control of that going forward.
All right, Butch, we will leave it there. Congratulations to you, and thanks so much for sharing all of your incredible insights with us.
Indeed. Thank you, Maria.
All right, Butch Wilmore. We'll be right back.